Good morning, guys. It's Tuesday the 16th, and I'm here to do your daily guidance. How are you all today, guys? How are things? Miserable day. I can't believe it. We get such yesterday. We're so beautiful, and then this morning I've got up, it's raining. I'm like, I can't walk to school. But anyway, such is life. Hopefully, I've looked at the weather. It's going to clear up a bit this afternoon. Right, guys, what's going on? I want doing this a little bit quicker. I've not been to drop George off yet. So I thought I'd just pull the cards out and we'd get straight into it. So let's see. We've got, and they've asked me to do tarot again, which everybody knows I don't do. So here we go. We've got, what I'm saying is the Page of Pentacles. So I don't know if you want me to read these out. 7 of Swords and the Page of Wands. If that means anything to you guys, take it as it does. It means absolutely nothing to me. As we know, I don't do tarot. But what it does mean to me and how it does feel to me and how it intuitively feels to me is a different story. So we've got this feeling, excuse the lights, it's quite dark still. I've had to put the light on in the background. So how this feels to me is, can you see how this guy here is on one foot? Okay, he's just managing to stay stable. And hold on to his money, and hold on to his business, and hold on to everything in the world that he has. And he's actually managing just to do it on, so he's on one leg. So he's just managed to do it on a thread there. But he does, on the outside, I want to say that it feels like, or looks like to other people, like he's very much in control, okay? But when I look closely, I've never looked close at these cards. When I've looked closely, it's like he's on an ice skate. So even though he's stood firm, he's doing very well because he's on an ice skate, so he could go over at any time. Okay, and that's how I feel that whoever this message is for is feeling at the moment. It's like, yeah, to the world, they're looking grand. Do you know what I mean? Can you see how all the trees are in the background there and he's bigger than that? Or she's bigger than that. I don't even know if this is a girl or a boy. So he or she's bigger than that. But then there's this piece of string coming off here. And it feels like if she just like moved an inch and pulled that string, down would fall the pentacle. And then over she would go because she'd lose or he'd lose her balance. Okay? Then we get this card here, right? Which is, to me, singing that there's a lot of shouting going on in the head. There's a lot of shouting going on in the head. There's a lot of things that are, not being told. There's a feeling of being, there's a feeling of somebody not being true. Well, it could be the fact they're hiding the feelings here. It could be the fact that you're worrying about what other people are going to think if they realise what's going on here, okay? But this feels like you're feeling like people around you aren't to be trusted. So you're having to go around in stealth mode with your little knife, as you can see here, and your hood up, and you're hiding. It's like, there's feathers. It's like I don't know. For some of you, this is because you feel like you have done a wrong. To me, this is, I know why they're using these cards because I've never read them and never looked at the pictures properly, and I wouldn't know, this isn't usually what I'd come out of my mouth, but this is, I've got to give you what I get. So it's like there's been a little bit of, maybe to stay in this position, you may have had to do a few things that you wouldn't have normally done on the sly. It does feel like you've done some stuff on the sly, and maybe you're feeling like you've left a little bit of a trace, and you're frightened that you're going to get caught out. This is the person that's going to catch you out. But the thing is when you get caught out, there's somebody's going to shout from the rooftops, and that's what worries you. And then, of course, you're going to, this one here, look, you're going to lose control of this baton here. You're going to lose control of what's going on. But the thing is that once, so that it could be that. For some of you, it could be that. For others of you, you feel like you've got someone around you that's doing that, and you're going to be the one that ends up, laying the law and saying, this person's done this to me. I've been having to live like this for so long. They've not helped me. Maybe it's a business partner or something like that. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's your husband. Maybe it's your wife, where you've had to do everything And this person's just been, you're going to find out this person's just been skulking around. The moon's there, so there's definitely things that are hidden, things that are not being said. But what I do feel like is for somebody that's going to cause a lift off, as in like, because she's still on one foot there, but she's like on her foot getting ready to run. Or on one foot there and getting ready to set off. She's thrown away the baton, so she's thrown away the cares, the woes, the worries of this situation, and she's thrown it in the air and left some. This is the bottom card. Left some things behind, because there, look how free these people are. 2 people there dancing and playing with their tambourines. It's like joyous times. So once you've got rid of this burden that's going on here in the middle, whether that be you, needing to stop being so shady, or whether that's somebody around you that not stops you being so shady. And once, the truth comes out, because this is somebody saying the truth there, isn't it? This is somebody, running off. This was someone trying to run off with the feathers of this bird here. And these are the feathers that are floating around and the evidence of what's gone on. And this person here is shouting out the truth. But whatever goes on, however this works, I don't understand what it's for. You'll understand that. That causes somebody to, put down their burdens and to become freer, and not to be so rigid in this situation of holding on to things, because they're, look, on one foot, but throwing things away there, like, oh, don't have to worry about this anymore. If the truth's come out, things are known, whatever's gone on. If somebody has been bad to you, or somebody has been sly to you, it feels like, oh, the truth's come out. We can now rejoice. We can now rejoice, and then we can start to rebuild again. That's somebody rebuilding to me there. Can you see how all the pentacles are in the ground? So the seeds have been sown. Up comes the roots. Here comes the flower. Here's the person that's watering the situation. Somebody that's putting a lot of time into the situation again. So somewhere there's a burden. There's a burden that needs to be let go of. There's a truth that needs to come out. There's something that needs letting go of. Can't carry on this knife's edge here. It's like there's a knife's edge under his foot. That's what they show me. But they're holding on to things. They're managing on the surface to make things look okay. Something's going to give. Somebody's going to say something. Someone's going to shout from the rooftops. This is going to lay down a burden. Going to be able to throw the baton away. Now, for me, batons are about, discussions, conflicts, wars, two people, or a situation where there's a bit of push and pull. Well, that's been lifted. That brings in celebration, a feeling of ease, a feeling of not needing to have your walls up anymore. It's like, the end of a battle. It's, they'd go to war, and then at the end of it, they'd have a big knees up, wouldn't they? Because they've won the battle. And then that makes it the situation either be able to be regrown, or the seeds are going to be there to grow. Okay? So quite a plain message. Quite a simple, it's quite a, it could be quite a destructive message for some people that, there's something really serious going wrong. But the thing is at the end of it, this is what happens. This is what happens. Whoever it is who throws out the baton there and says, yay, I'm free now, I'm free of this burden, gets to grow or continue to grow the seeds that have already, some of you, these seeds have already been planted, and now you can do that alone. You can finish that off. For others of you, this has needed to happen. This process has had to come to light for you to be able to either see the growth or to plant. This is telling me that you can plant the growth, okay? This here underneath is calling out to me, and if you can see, there's a massive light at the top of the stairs. Okay, so for some of you, this is a start your spiritual journey from this, and this is your path. For the rest of you, this is somebody who's been up there, come back down, and is now, look at the smile on that face, is now happy because you've come to the end. So for some of you, this is a massive learning curve. This was a massive lesson that was set up for you by the universe. And this is you at the bottom, like, my God, I've come to the end. I've come to the end. I've worked it out. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going. I've linked to spirit. I've linked to the universe. I've linked to my goals. I've linked to my career. You know, I've been up these stairs. I've seen everything that I need to see. And now I'm reaping in them benefits. For others of you, it's about sitting at the bottom and realising it's time to get on that path and time to get up them stairs and work your way to the top. Love. New beginnings. New beginnings there in love. And when I say in love, that means just new beginnings from the heart. Seeing things from the heart only. Not being in this mode. Not having people around you that's in this mode. This person's taking something away that they shouldn't be taking away. This person's telling lies. This person feels like it needs to have its guard up. It's got a knife in its hand. No more living in that world anymore. It's about living in a world of love. Or in a situation of love. You know, in a family of love, having people around you that you love, and you giving out unconditional love. Rejoicing with friends and family and people around you. Okay? So you'll know what this is about, if this is you. I mean, if you are the person that's doing this, yeah, this could be what's going to put you on your spiritual journey, because you're going to learn some goddamn hard lessons if this is you. So I do hope that this is somebody around you. But if it isn't somebody around you, you've got a lot of lessons to learn, because you are going to be chucked onto your spiritual path, and you will learn unconditional love, and you will learn, you know, what it's like to be around other people, love and care for them. You will rebirth yourself. Okay? You will change yourself, and you will get on that path. Yeah? They're pushing you. Look at all these things in front of this person, and they're not looking at them. They're not looking at them. They're choosing there to look at everything. She's just got a small light in her hand. Small light. She's looking at that tiny little flame. She's all these things around them. Well, the universe is stepping in. It's time for you to see everything that's around you. It's time for you to see exactly what goes on in life. And that's the good and the bad. Okay? For some of you, that's the good and the bad. And all that's going to do is elevate you. Okay? If you've been naughty, been doing things you shouldn't have been doing, it's a big awakening for you guys, okay? But it'll work out. It'll work out. It'll work out. Yeah? The end cards are brilliant. Birthing a new you, okay? And if it isn't you, and it's somebody else that's doing this to you, it's just going to put you on a really good path of growing your universe, growing your world, okay? Getting you on that path. Or you're at the end of that path. Amazing reading. So we're just coming on to a really quick one because I didn't have much time. It's been amazing reading. I might use these cards more often. I always go, oh God, don't make me use these cards. And actually the last two, this time and the time before, I've actually enjoyed reading them. Because I don't really know what they mean. I can just look at the photos and listen in on spirit. So they're beautiful. Getting this card to finish with. I mean, look at this woman here. She's birthing the universe there. I mean, you know, this is also a sign for people that are wanting children as well. And also this feels like children too. So take that where that resonates for you. But yeah. Lots to think about in the beginning, okay, guys? Lots to think about in the beginning, or there was lots to think about in the beginning. So I'll leave this one with you. Please do take care. Please do have a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Take care, guys. Goodbye.